if you're not familiar with this product or project, from my perspective, I would describe it as a version of GitHub that you can run yourself. And there's a public version of this as well. So it has Git packaged in. I created a repo earlier, and I called it Ruby Functions. And you can see this looks a little bit like what you might be used to if you've used Bitbucket or one of the other similar products. And we've got an OpenFaaS function here. It's got some code called greet. It's a Ruby function, and it basically says, we like GitLab, which your favorite FaaS function, and that was a change that was made by a guy called Michael recently to that file. So what I wanted to do is find out, if I created this, what would I have to do in a GitLab way to have continuous deployment in the easiest way possible? And so I dug into this, and it was all new for me. It might be new for you as well. And I guess the guys on the call can tell whether they've done this right or not. But what I've done is defined something a bit like you'd see in Travis, which has a single step. It's called a build. It uses a Docker image, which contains a Docker in Docker, plus the OpenFaaS CLI packaged together. Why? Because it was a bit quicker than just using Docker in Docker and then adding the CLI. We then use the OpenFaaS CLI to build whatever's in the repo. We log into my private Docker registry that I've set up with HTTPS. We push up any images that were built, and then I log into the OpenFaaS gateway using another secret, and then I deploy. And so we've got this really nice basic flow of just what you do normally on your laptop, which is FaaS CLI build, push, deploy, but all done in this script. Now, one of the things that I really like is that the CI and CD for this is all integrated in one place. And we can see 1 day ago, took 34 seconds to do the whole thing. And I can get into the logs here. You see it's pre-pulled the Docker image. It's done the FaaS CLI build, pulled some different images down for Ruby. And at the end, there's a URL, which I should be able to open in a browser. Right, and it's saying, hello, we like GitLab. So let's see if we can change that code. And we should get that deployed into OpenFaaS in about 20 seconds. Now you could check this out with GitHub, or sorry, you could check this out with Git, or you can edit in the web IDE, or just do a single edit. And so this is kind of a cool feature that allows you to put a more detailed commit message. Hello from the office hours call. Check out meeting.openfaas.com, and that's that URL that's got the meeting notes where you can head over. Now, if you work at a company like VMware and you need to do a sign off, you can put a sign off message here. And then if I hit commit, at this point in time, that webhook will have landed and the pipeline will have already started. We'll see some of the output already. And we've almost finished that Docker build. There's not much to push up in this example because all I've changed is a single file, and that's already been deployed. So if we hit the URL right now, it's probably going to give us the old message. But no, it was so quick, it's already up to date. And so there you go. We've got a full end-to-end build in probably about 22 seconds. But there's a lot more that you can do with GitLab, and you don't necessarily need to use GitLab to have this experience. You can use anything you like. But what I liked here was just that simplicity, adding a single file. Does anyone have any questions or comments before we move on to Martin's demo?
That was a great demo. Thank you, Alex. I love the from builds to deploy and live in 22 seconds. I might steal that.
Yeah, Alex, that was really great. Thanks for doing that.
No problem. And Ed, this is both GitLab and the GitLab runner, both running on a packet.
Nice.
On the small instance. It was very easy to install. I didn't install it in Kubernetes, just installed it on the machine, and then I set up a runner. I've got HTTPS here through Let's Encrypt. Again, that was just literally a single edit to a file, and it just worked.
Nice. Yeah, I've been super impressed with how easy GitLab is to get. Once you have it running, it gives you a lot of power.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're looking at the moment is how to get the webhooks from GitLab into OpenFaaS Cloud, which is another project some of you may be aware of, may be using, may have worked on. And what that would mean is that you basically don't need to add this file to each one of your repos. Every time you do a commit, a webhook would be sent to OpenFaaS Cloud, which would be authenticated to your account, clone, build, and then do a rolling update to your function, including adding any secrets that you had as sealed secrets.